Hey everybody, today's my first day of summer break and I have been looking forward to that. We're gonna go do some bush hogging this morning out at a cemetery out the road. Just kind of some fields beside it that they don't keep mowed. Went with Hayden last night, a place that he weed eats and stuff. He does the weed eating, but the person does the mowing that lives there, had been. And the riding mower's been tore up and they hadn't got it fixed and they hadn't mowed all year and the yard was getting really high, so we went and took the Kubota down there and bush hogged the yard. Actually looked pretty good when we got done, surprisingly. Took the Red International with me. Yesterday was my last day of work, of course, and rode it up there and went ahead and used the forklift and set my sides off and getting that truck ready to haul hay if I need it, and may even be hauling the tractor some with it with the yellow trailer, just depending on the situations we get into. But we'll go out there and do a little bush hogging. Don't know how much I'll video that. I want to try to start doing some videos now that we're off on little bits of what we're doing each day. Sometimes it might just be one project I do. Sometimes it might be multiple things. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. But hopefully I'll have more time to video, more time to edit, and that type of thing. And just see how things goes from here. But definitely looking forward to being off. Next week they're showing starting Sunday for a few days being nice. Debating on how much hay to cut. I don't know whether to kind of push the limits and cut a lot or cut a comfortable amount, bail that, and wait on the next spell. But I'm going to be gone at some point. And I don't want I'd kind of like for my hay to be done by then. Most of it at least. So, about the notion of kind of pushing the limits and doing as much as I can. But anyways, we're going to go do some bush hogging right now. Here's what we've got to mow. This little strip out through here, and then there's a section over there that's a little bigger than this. And sometimes I get asked when I do bush hogging jobs, would it not be better to cut it for hay? In places like this, it's kind of out of the way from where I do anything else. It would require a trip out here to mow, a trip to tedder, a trip to rake, and a trip to bale, and then come back and pick up the bale. So you're looking at 5 trips out here for what would probably be, I would get 3 bales of hay off this, and I can do it in one trip, bush hog it, get paid for it, and come out better. You know, if it's in a location I was going to be going by while I was doing other stuff, it might be a little different. But of course, it's got weeds and things in it too. But just kind of wanted to explain my thinking on that and answer some questions that might be asked. Boy, that thing torques up. Bush hogging 3rd low usually. Sometimes 4th. I might end up going over here and do the other side of the cemetery next. I did this at the 245 last year, if you remember. Actually did it back in the fall when I did it then. Well, I mowed most of the backyard. Had my drone out here flying it and doing some video. Whether I got anything on it or not, or can get it transferred over, is the next thing. I'm not the best on technology, if y'all haven't figured that out. So if you see some drone footages, I figured it out. If you don't see any drone footage in this video, I didn't figure it out. Or it didn't film or something. So I'm gonna finish mowing. Actually probably need to go get some fuel. Probably what I should do.
into as much. I want to have this baler ready to roll, and that ain't gonna be as easy as I thought. I thought the tire was just flat, but it's off the rim. Thought it had a tube in it. Got it that time. Had a hard time getting the thing jacked up. Couldn't get my jack under it. Put it in here at an angle. Got it lifted up enough to put that pipe under it. Got the old 483 new idea hooked up. Let it run a while. Check it over good. Good baler to keep around for a backup or to use. I use it some occasionally. Get in a rough field or a real steep spot, it comes in pretty handy. I got the shop swept out. Went ahead and hooked my disc mower up. fueled up the Kubota, filled up the 135, the 245, and the farm track. Now I'm gonna go get a tank of fuel for the tractor, some off-road fuel. Yippee skippy, can't wait. It'll be nice and fair and reasonably priced, ain't it? I swear. I don't know what's gonna happen to this. Oop, I better get my phone. It's in here. Okay. It's been a while back. Harlan Lance, that watches my channel. He lives out in Arizona. He sent me a steering wheel in the mail. He'd noticed the one on this 135 was getting, you know, pretty bad shape. And I never had changed it because I'd been dreading it. I never had bought a new one because I had been dreading it, changing, getting the old one off. I just worried it was going to be tough. And my conclusion was it was very tough. I tried it with a puller. Wasn't having any luck with the puller getting it off. Ended up having to take a grinder and split it there and there. That way it would loosen up and come off. I'd put spray in it. I tried heating it. I would use pullers. It just would not move. That's the only way I could get it off. Got the new steering wheel on. The only difference is the old steering wheel, it kind of curved up a little more here, and this one comes a little straighter out. I haven't drove it yet to see if you can really tell when you're running it. But I'm just glad I got it on there. I was getting worried. I'd started tearing this other one up so bad. I thought, now if I don't get that thing off, I'm going to be in bad shape. And I had messed up the threads up here using the puller. It actually kind of mushroomed out the head of the steering shaft. So I had to take a file and kind of get it rounded back up and take a die, re-thread the top part of that steering shaft to get the nut back on. Came with a new nut, but I ended up just putting the original one back on. And this little silver thing down here come with it. It didn't have that on it originally, but the reason I put it on there is I had cut into this plastic piece a little bit up here towards the top when I was cutting with the grinder. I made a bad place, so I stuck that on there to make it look a little better. But we got it. So got black all over my nose. But if y'all will, please like, subscribe, comment. Thanks for watching. Harlan, thank you for sending that steering wheel. I'm glad I got it on there. And hopefully it'll prove out to help us. But we'll catch you on the next one.